All right, everyone ready for Chris?
Hey, Chris, you feel like this was another good step in the progression for you? You feel like you're getting a little stronger each time out?
Yeah, today was good. Obviously offense was clicking. Felt like I was in a rhythm for the most part, kind of fighting some stuff still, front side stuff, but for the most part overall, today was awesome.
Chris, you seemed particularly excited about the double play that Iglesias turned. What are you seeing? What did you see with the defense behind you today? What have you seen over the last stretch with your team's defense?
They've been holding it down. I know we had a little bit of a rough patch there, but I mean, every time I've been out there, they've been nails. I mean, double plays, great plays, holding runners from, with throws from our outfielders, things like that. And today was interesting because I don't know if you guys saw, but I'm pretty sure that clipped the umpire up the middle. And for him, I mean, it hit the umpire, took kind of a skid hop, and, playing against Iggy for long enough, I knew there was really nothing to worry about because I've seen that too many times before, but to still, make that play, turn it up. I mean, that was a big point in that game right there. And that was a big momentum swing.
Chris, you had a couple of pops today with your velocity. Do you feel like that's kind of getting to where you want it to get to, that there's more there to give over time?
Yeah, I think that's something that's still kind of building. I don't really rely on it as much as I used to. And I don't really put as much into it, I guess. If it's there, it's there. If not, I'll find a way. So but yeah, obviously it's something that I'd like to progressively kind of uptick, but I play the cards I'm dealt. So on a given day, if I got it, I got it. If not, well, like I said, I'll find a way.
And obviously they're not doing anything foolish with you at this point as you're coming back. But do you look at it in your mind that, in a playoff, if you guys were to get to the playoffs, that, you could go into the seventh inning and pitch effectively and kind of do what you've done in the past when you've been in those situations?
There's no doubt. Yeah. I don't have any reserve or question in my ability to pitch into later innings or higher pitch counts. I train for this. This is what I prepare myself for on a daily, on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis. So, when we get to, crunch time, and then that's what's called upon, then, we're going to do it. And, I got too much love and respect for these guys, at the top to question it, and I know what the plan is. I know, where we're at and what we're trying to accomplish. And like I said, when that time comes, we'll handle it.
So that's not something necessarily you need to do beforehand. You're building yourself up and training so that when you need it, it's there.
No, once those lights flick on, it's a different breed. It's a different ball game. So, I can find adrenaline in some unique places. So, I don't think I'll have a problem with that, or anybody else in this clubhouse for that matter.
Chris, how much, speaking of guys in the club, how much of a lift has Schwarber given you guys since he got here?
He's been huge. Not only as a presence in the clubhouse, but obviously on the field. He's got a lot going on, man. Getting traded, switching teams, coming off an injury, playing a new position, and playing in Boston. There's that effect too. So to see what he's done while he's been here, and he's been clutch. There's no doubt about it. Tonight was obviously his show, and he carried the weight. And you couldn't ask for any more, honestly, from someone you acquire at the trade deadline, doing exactly what we expected him to do. And he knows what he can do. We all know what he can do. He's been around a while now. So that was a big piece for us.
How about that, Chris? The run support that you've been getting, it seems like for the bulk of your starts, you make of how the offense was able to really support you tonight.
No doubt. And I'm glad you actually said that, because I was talking about that, when I was doing all my stuff post start. I think in all but one of my starts, I've had at least a handful of runs. I mean, 5, 6, 7 runs. Obviously tonight we scored a boatload, and a couple of them of other starts that I had got out of hand. But yeah, I mean, as a starting pitcher, you can't ask for more. I mean, that when you score runs early and often, and I mean, look at tonight. Like every time I gave up a run, we scored a run, and that gives me an extra boost. That obviously gives the team an extra boost. And I mean, that they're a scrappy bunch, and we got power. We got guys up and down that lineup that can do damage at any given time and any count against, lefties, righties. It really doesn't matter. So, our offense has been leading the way, and if we can keep playing defense and keep throwing the ball like we've been throwing, we got a hell of a chance.
Chris, I think you've been kind of a traditionalist on the uniforms in the past, in mostly the home whites, and maybe in some other environments. What are your thoughts on the yellow uniforms?
I love them. I do. I know that might be a surprise to some people, but no, I think it's great. And obviously what it represents means even more to us. I think that's it. It's kind of crazy, right? Like we're wearing yellow, we're wearing baby blue, we're a red, white, gray, blue team. But it makes it fun. I think the fans love it. And like I said, what it represents means even more to us. And I think you're going to see them quite a bit more because, we play well in them. And for now, we're going to keep that rolling and have some fun with it. So we love these unis.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
Appreciate it, guys.